would have believed that a small, underprivileged youngster who had a rough childhood could become a billionaire? LeBron James and his family battled at times to operate as a result of experiencing poverty and street violence for a large portion of his childhood. James's mother was left to raise him alone in the best way she knew how because his father, Anthony McClelland, was an ex-convict. That life experience was his ultimate form of retaliation for his life success. According to Forbes, the famous person, who is currently 37, is worth $1 billion. These are the secrets that made LeBron James a billionaire and have nothing to do with playing basketball. The NBA great and Los Angeles Lakers standout recently passed the $1 billion mark, making him the first athlete to do so while still competing professionally.
70 feet away. But I mean, there ain't nothing that Bron has done that surprises us anymore.
LeBron James frequently breaks records, not just on the court. James earned upwards of $1.2 billion in pre-tax earnings after a very prosperous year, after an incredibly successful career thus far, giving him a net worth of $1 billion, according to Forbes. The Los Angeles Lakers great and former Miami Heat legend has formally broken the record for being the first NBA player to become a billionaire while still competing in the league.
Not much you can do with that. That's a big-time shot.
How did LeBron James earn his money? James has earned over $900 million from sponsorships and different business enterprises, in addition to being the highest paid player in the NBA. Real estate, other ventures, and the Spring Hill Company, a development and production company he co-founded with Maverick Carter, are what have made him a multi-billionaire. Only two basketball players have ever had a net worth of 10 figures, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Jordan was the first, and he did it over 10 years after retiring his number. James has been able to defy expectations thanks to his concurrent success as an athlete and an entrepreneur. Despite the fact that he has a long-running, nearly superhuman career, James's path to becoming a billionaire has been far more modest than one might anticipate. James's status as a billionaire didn't come about overnight, and some may say that his very first brand agreement, which he signed in 2003 with Nike at the age of 18, was his first step towards soaring fortune. Despite having the option of choosing between rivals Reebok and Adidas, James chose Nike instead because he believed it would be a more beneficial alliance in the long run. The result was a $90 million 7-year contract that was later extended in 2010 and finally turned into a lifetime agreement 5 years later. Plan for long-term strategies. James showed the inherent importance of seeing business relationships as long-term partnerships when he was presented with not just one, but multiple possible endorsement deals. Although Reebok offered a higher salary, James maintained his composure and made the best choice for his career, which unquestionably paid off.
Well, it's great to see him back on the floor. James drives past Livingston and throws it.
Create multiple sources of income. James would still be regarded as a living icon, even if he had done anything else than play basketball. A comfortable lifestyle and fulfilling career may be possible with just being the highest paid active player, a 4-time NBA champion, a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and an 18-time NBA All-Star. Nevertheless, as past billionaires have shown, this position rarely results from a single source of income. In addition to his NBA salary and endorsement deals, James also earns money from his investments in the Fenway Sports Group, which he owns a $90 million stake in, as well as real estate holdings worth $80 million, a $30 million stake in the Blaze Pizza franchise, the Spring Hill Company, which owns $300 million, and an estimated $500 million in other investments. A diverse investment portfolio not only enables one to build wealth over time, but also provides a safety net in the event that one venture fails or experiences unforeseen dips in revenue. Set the goals and keep them close. James's achievement of becoming a billionaire was made possible by years of wise, varied investments that were made with a specific objective in mind. In what now appears to be a coincidental act of prophecy, James famously stated in a 2014 GQ interview that, if it happens, it's my biggest milestone. Obviously, I want to maximize my business. And if I happen to get it, if I happen to be a billion-dollar athlete, oh my God, I'm going to be excited. Nearly 8 years later, James has achieved what he considers to be his best accomplishment thanks to years of dedication, a diversified financial portfolio, and a constant awareness of the broader picture. James has made several remarks that simply demonstrate that he lived by the same guidance he would give to many others. Hard effort and dedication are undoubtedly only a few of the things that made him successful.
And
the big thing, Mike, is what do you do late game against these great players?
Jeff Green running.
He quoted, "Warren Buffett told me once, and he said, always follow your gut. When you have that gut feeling, you have to go with, don't go back on it." I think the reason why I am who I am today is because I went through those tough times when I was younger. You can't be afraid to fail. It's the only way you succeed. You're not going to succeed all of the time, and I know that. Were you impressed by his life journey? Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring life stories. And thank you for watching.
Well, first of all, I wear the number because of Mike. Scoring record in playoff history is that I did it just being me.